It's now been quite a while since the release of Super Mario Odyssey, and the game is still spawning hundreds of great YouTube videos featuring some very impressive feats. The most interesting of these videos come in the form of challenges that range from fun and easy to insanely difficult. I love this game so much and have played countless hours of it that even these challenges that are in this video astonished me. My name is Copycat, and in today's video, I'll be going through the top 10 challenges in Super Mario Odyssey. The challenges in this video will be listed in terms of creativity, difficulty, and how fun they are. Although not impossible, no damage challenges can be difficult depending on which level or which boss you choose to do it on. Most people will attempt this challenge against the major bosses, like the 4 Brutals on Rabbit Ridge, which can be extremely hard because you have to fight all 4 of them and then make your way to the final robot boss. The Bowser battle can take a long time to master, as it's really easy to be damaged by this tremendous foe. However, by far the hardest level to do this challenge on is a Long Journey's End, located on the darker side of the moon. There are many spots in this level where it's extremely easy to take damage, most notably in the lava section, the moving platform section, and the fuzzy section. This level alone gave me difficulty just beating it normally, so I can't imagine completing it taking no damage at all. Number 9 on this list isn't exactly a challenge in itself, but is something that can make anything in the game much more difficult. Once you complete the darker side of the moon, a new costume will be unlocked which makes Mario completely invisible. Now, this is where the challenge lies, as it can be extremely hard to control Mario in this state because you can see right through him and you're not always sure which way you're facing. Many people use this costume to complete some of the hardest levels, moons, or bosses. One very interesting thing about Super Mario Odyssey is that the developers added many secret areas that can be accessed early if your platforming skills are up for the task. There are many secret paintings throughout the various kingdoms, and some of them can be accessed early, but are extremely difficult to get to. These paintings will allow you to skip entire portions of the game as they teleport you directly to other kingdoms. There's the dog skip glitch in the Sand Kingdom, if that still works, the painting skip cliff in the Seaside Kingdom, and the hardest of all has to be the high up cliff skip in the Lake Kingdom. Last but not least, there's also a skip in the final level that comes in the form of the Glide-On. During the Glide-On section of the Long Journey's End, all you have to do is hold up on the joystick and shake your controller, and you should be able to skip the last platforming sections of the level, and even the final Bowser level itself. This challenge takes place during the Yoshi section on the darker side of the moon. At a certain part, as Yoshi, you are supposed to follow a flower road all the way towards the moving puzzle platforming section. Now this challenge is difficult, and you'll need Yoshi for the first 2 jumps, as the second requires you to jump as far as you can, then exit him at the last possible second while performing a Cappy hat throw combo. The next few parts take a bit of patience and skillful jumps, as they have gaps in between the blocks and the platforms are a bit farther away from each other. However, the final part is by far the hardest. To begin this incredibly long jump, you need to do a Cappy hat throw roll and aim Mario towards the lava on the other side. Once you get into the lava, it will shoot you up in the air and you'll have to get back to Cappy so you can bounce off him again. Now the most difficult part of this involves having to throw Cappy close enough to the wall so that when you bounce up from the lava, you can bounce off Cappy, then get to the platform above. Now this wouldn't be so difficult, but the problem is that every time you die in this challenge, you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the level, and there are no checkpoints in this incredibly large kingdom. Before Luigi's Balloon World came out, most Super Mario Odyssey speedrunners used the Koopa races as a way to form competition against one another. These races take place in varying kingdoms and come equipped with a worldwide leaderboard showcasing some of the quickest times I've ever seen. I remember trying to get to the top of the leaderboards in the Lake Kingdom and was only seconds off, which really isn't that far off, but was really nowhere close to even the top 50. This really shows how highly skilled these speedrunners are, as they're able to take advantage of every millisecond. One type of challenge that's been incredibly popular has been the captureless moon challenges. This is even included in the very first moon in the game, where someone figured out that there's actually a way to get it without breaking the rock with a chain chomp. There's a small part of the wall that the developers accidentally forgot to put up, where you can ground pound on a certain part of the ground which will for some reason put you beneath it. From here you can swim under the water and get the moon within the rock. In Bowser's Kingdom, there's also a wooden tower that you'd usually need a Pokio to scale up to. Doing it just as Mario makes it incredibly difficult. One of the coolest challenges I've seen in Super Mario Odyssey involves trying to outrun the T-Rex without using the scooter. This challenge takes place in the Metro Kingdom and was first done by DGR. Now, this took me a few tries to perfect, but I was finally able to do it. These challenges have been done by many YouTubers and involve trying to make it from one side of a kingdom to the other without touching the ground. This can be extremely difficult at times as they require you to perform some extremely long jumps and some very tight platforming. Some of the most notable videos are The Grass is Lava by Fearsome Fire, The Moon is Lava by DGR, but my most favorite video has to be Luigi's video titled Captain Toad Floor is Lava, where he tries to make it from the Odyssey to each hidden Toad location. Some of the skillful maneuvers he pulls off are absolutely ridiculous and hilarious. Now, my favorite challenge of all time in Super Mario Odyssey, and the thing that made my channel hugely popular, was trying to get to impossible balloon hiding spots in Luigi's Balloon World. The first real big challenge I faced was trying to hide the balloon up on the painting cliff in the Lake Kingdom. This hiding spot made me learn techniques like perfecting platforming timing, hat spin returns, and understanding how to reset Cappy so you can bounce off him multiple times in one go. Another very hard hiding spot to get to is located in Bowser's Kingdom. This one takes almost perfect timing with long jumps and rolls all the way across the entire kingdom until you get to the Tanuki Suit statue. Now, after capturing the statue, you need to time it perfectly so you can break through the breakable block floor and hide the balloon before the time runs out. Even though those two did give me difficulty, the hardest by far has to be in the Luncheon Kingdom. This balloon challenge requires you to hide it high up on the mountain by getting on top of the purple cliff section. You need to do a triple jump into a hat throw combo, then immediately wall jump into a hat throw again. Now, this second hat throw can be tricky as it has to stop perfectly on the peak of the cliffs and should allow Cappy to glitch so that you can bounce off him again. Out of everything I filmed in Super Mario Odyssey, this challenge was the most difficult and actually took me months to perfect, believe it or not. Number one on this list, and probably the best challenge in Super Mario Odyssey, has to be the impossible jump challenges. The very first thing I did when I entered the Metro Kingdom was try to jump across the enormous gap between the starting platform and the cityscape on the other side for countless hours. However, I quickly thought that it was impossible until I saw a few YouTube videos showing varying different ways of getting across this gap. After sifting through countless videos at the time, another cool jump I discovered was by DGR and is located on the dark side of the moon, where he was able to jump from the Odyssey all the way to the platform below. It's very interesting how YouTubers would learn from one another, taking other people's techniques and applying them to their own videos and own challenges. Now that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this top 10 challenges video in Super Mario Odyssey. If you did, please leave a like, comment on any other top 10 videos you'd like to see, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!